Welcome back to the channel, everyone. James here from JVC Paints. I've got a bold action update for everybody out there today. This is my Belgian fun-sized army for bold action 3rd ed. And by fun size, I mean it's very, very small. It's only a handful of dice. I think it's 7 dice I worked it out here. I haven't worked the max mins on it yet, but the mins would be very low because they do have a lot of inexperienced stuff, and I don't have any vehicles right now. So let's talk about the miniatures so far. So I bought these guys about a year ago when I was on a business trip. I've been painting them up on and off for a while, but the real big push came here in the last couple of weeks. So yeah, so I've got them all done. There's only 30 guys. It didn't take too long. Painting hours, I guess, but I kind of dragged my ass getting the project done. So first up here, we've got the rifle platoon. We've got the junior officer here. He'd be armed with a pistol. He has no other weapons. And then we've got a medic here as well. Great little figure, the medic. Then we've got 2 sections here, 10 men each. We've got an NCO with the submachine gun. We've got a BAR gunner here, and then we've got the loader, his buddy back there, which kind of looks like Tony Soprano in a way. And then we rounded up both of them with 7 rifles here. Then we've got the heavy weapons platoon over here. We've got an officer as well. He's armed with a pistol. We've got the, I guess, the medium machine gun, heavy machine gun, and we've got the medium mortar here. Now, I could use the radio operator guy here, I guess, as the artillery guy, but I'd rather have a spotter and make the mortar medium. I've also endeavored to make sure that I could space my guys out just enough here to sort of avoid any kind of indirect fire. You know, well, maybe not that guy, but this guy with the binoculars, definitely put him up there. So one of those little beardy things that I continue to do. So I'm going to take some snaps of these guys, maybe talk a little bit about the painting, and then talk about some other stuff that's coming up on the channel. And that'll be it. Let's check them out. Painting of the guys is pretty straightforward. I gave everybody a brown undercoat, and then with the figures I did the flesh first. Then I did the uniforms. The uniforms were kind of more of a greeny olive drab. Went over that with avocado. Then I gave it another highlight of this color called Timberline Green, which has a little bit more yellow in it. The leather, as well as the packs, which you'll see here in a second. Basically, I just went over it with a highlighting up, two stages of highlights, I guess, and then I gave everything a brown wash, and then I went back over it and re-highlighted it with the last color previous to the wash. For the black on the boots and the barrels of the guns, I just went in black, and then I did a 6633 highlight with black and blue, and that seemed to work. The guys in the support section or unit or whatever the box is called now were a lot better sculpt-wise, and I found the castings were a lot better. Here we got the radio operator guy, who was a lot of fun to do. He did remind me of the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, the uniform show from a long time ago. Dating myself there, but yeah, they were pretty good. Here we've got the MMG team. This one, the fire of the MMG, he had some problems with these old sort of like the metal pin male-female joints on the arms. Not a fan, and you can really tell that these are older sculpts compared to stuff like the DAC that have came out not so long ago. But here, you know, I've got it for maximum beardiness in tournament play that I can separate them so I don't get HE'd to death. The medic, like the radio operator guy, was a lot of fun to do. Really clean sculpt. It had some pretty interesting bits too, like his little open medical kit there, which I thought was kind of cool. But yeah, here's the back of this guy. Not a lot going on in the backs of these guys, really, so it was kind of easy to do, to be honest with you. And I don't know if I'm going to, you know, how often I use medics in bold action, but, you know, he's done. Here are the officers. They're the sort of the most interesting figures, I guess. Unfortunately, they only got pistols for gameplay, but, you know, you got to just, you know, deal with the hand you're dealt, I guess. So, yeah, worked out fine, so this way I can have two platoons. So it's just, like I said, a little fun-sized army, about 7 dice. You know, you make it down to 6, I guess, but these should be good. That's it for these guys. That's another bold action army in the books for me. We're well into around 50, I reckon. Something like that. And I've got some other bold action coming up on the channel here soon as well. I've ordered an obscure army. So I don't want to let the cat out of the bag with that one, but it'll be here pretty soon. Hopefully I'll get some time to paint it next month. And I've got a tournament next month, or an event anyway, which I'm pretty excited about. It's here in the country. I haven't gone to a bold action event in Japan like this in 8 years, something like that. I'm pushing 8 years. So, and the last one was the one that I organized. So this should be pretty good. So I'm going to have a list. So I'm going to be playing Germans, and it'll be a 1,500 point list. So I'll do a video detailing the list. And I'm hoping I can get a game in between now and then too. I don't want to go in there and get completely spanked. Anyways, I'm rambling. You guys have a great weekend. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you all in the next one. All right, bye-bye for now. Keep those brushes moving. See you. Bye.